light. Thank you for visiting my channel. Today I'll be doing an energy reading for the sign of Taurus. I'll be taking a look at some of your surrounding energies along with some of your overall energies and your influencing energies to see what all messages the Divine Spirit has for you. So Taurus, without further ado, let's do this. To the deck. To the deck. Divine Spirit, what all messages do you have for Taurus? Please and thank you. What messages do you have for Taurus? The Divine Spirit. Please and thank you. Okay, so I'm going to get an overall message for this reading, Taurus, from this pal here. It says, growth. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. So you could be growing, you can be expanding your consciousness and your awareness levels even more. You could be accepting new things. At the bottom of the deck it says acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So yeah, there can be another level of growth, a new level of growth. You can be closing out old things that are no longer in your control or out of your control. You learn to accept the way of things, the flow of order, the way of order, divine order. Yeah. Clear that. Clear that. Divine Spirit, what messages do we have for Taurus? Please and thank you. What messages do we have for Taurus, the Divine Spirit? Please and thank you. Okay. Foundation and achievements. Passion ignited. So there could have been a lot of growth when it comes to your stability, when it comes to your security, when it comes to your foundation, when it comes to achievements and milestones in your life. And it's like you have this new passion that's ignited for life, for love, for life overall, for love of life. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, for living, I guess. Prosperity begins. I seen that card once come out at the bottom of the deck. There's 2 ones out here. Bottom of the deck, emotional loss. This has been coming up in a lot of readings too. So maybe in your subconscious, there's a lot of things that you're releasing mentally, a lot of mental pain. These could be memories with things that you try to, you know, once plant, once grow, like once plant, once nurture, once, yeah, once try to create something that you like really put your heart into. And it's like, would you come into this acceptance of these things, even or people, places, or things that you cannot change, with you learning to accept that, and with you going with the flow of things, with this growth. It's like you have this new passion, and it's like you're planting new seeds now, more prosperous seeds, seeds that you know are gonna like fully blossom, fully develop, fully bloom. It's like you're creating with God, and it's like you're using this passion that's ignited within you. Okay, let's keep going. Put it out. Put it out. Sacred temple and fear. I guess you're no longer letting the energy of fear hold you back. You're walking over or crossing over into like sacred land. Beautiful spirit, what messages do we have for Taurus? Please information. What messages do we have for Taurus? Beautiful spirit, please information. Increase cycle. Okay, so up under foundation and achievements is where this increase in cycle is coming in. So with the success that you've had with building your foundation, or with keeping your foundation strong, steady, keeping it built on, what is it, rock and not on sand or something like that. It's like you're starting. You're starting to come in to a new cycle of increase. You're starting to cross over, yeah, into like that holy land, sacred land, yeah, into a new abundant cycle of increase. This is part of the achievements. This is part of the people, new supportive connections. This is part of like some of the new seeds that you've started planting, or that you're beginning to grow, or that you could have just been here recently working on. Or just been working on, period. Passion ignited. Okay, so with this new passion that's ignited within you, it's like the universe is going to be sending you new supportive connections. Conflict event. Okay, so there can be some kind of conflict and some kind of event that may be surrounding this new prosperity, because it's coming around. Prosperity begins, and it's coming up under new supportive connections. So with either way, when it comes to increase into your cycle, whether it's with prosperity, whether it's with money, whether it's with people, places, wherever it may be, it's like there still may be conflict that may arise, or that may present itself. Give me 1 second. Okay. Where are we? The next cards. Let's use these. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What about spirit? What messages do we have for Taurus? Listen, thank you. Please and thank you. What about spirit? What messages do we have for Taurus? Please and thank you. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Yeah, because didn't I see fear in Sacred Temple when I was cutting this deck here? I was saying something about overcoming fear. I was saying something about overcoming fear so that you can walk into this sacred land, or like this holy land. I'm saying because you have the courage to find courage. I find the inner strength to face fear. So because you went inside, you know what I'm saying? You went inside, you faced your inner self, your inner demons, your inner fears, whatever inner conflict that you had within yourself, that made you not you, that made you feel any lesser than you, that made you feel unignited. It's like you went in and you had the courage to face all of that conflict, all of that fear, so that you can have a more secure foundation within yourself, within who you are, and so that you can so that you can set these so that you can accomplish these achievements. Set these achievements? No, I guess accomplish. Anywho, but yeah, you have the courage to go within inside you and face a lot of things. Trust. And seeing that these cards is upside down, it's like I feel like all this stuff. I feel like you know what I'm saying? Like your whole world could have at once been like, you could have felt like your whole world was upside down. Like it took a lot of courage, more courage than what people may think or what believe, or may think or believe that it may have took. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Yeah. Because at one point it wasn't. Because again, you felt like your whole world was upside down. But all these things they taught you, you know what I'm saying? Like when you went in to face all this conflict, everything, all this conflict that had you feeling upside down. When you went in to face that, you know what I'm saying? It's like you learned to trust your inner voice. You learned to listen to God's voice. You learned to listen to what it was He was telling you. You was no longer denying, you know what I'm saying, what your inner voice has been telling you, or letting people make you feel some kind of way of what God was telling you, or you know what I'm saying, leading you to doubt what God was telling you, or misbelieve. You went in and actually listened to God's voice and followed that voice, and you started trusting, you know what I'm saying, what you were getting and what you were feeling and what you were sensing, and start, you know what I'm saying, trusting that you're not crazy, and that you hear God's voice. Shoot. And it's like, and now you feel like this. It's like you feel free. Okay, what's the next card? Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Happens in divine order. So this is coming up under prosperity, and then with this conflict. So I guess it's saying have patience. Again, with this, with any conflicting events that may arise, you know, within your life while this prosperity starts to begin. Everything is still happening in divine order, and remain patient. And then at the bottom of the deck was happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Nice. Okay, I still didn't put these in. Right. Okay. So yeah, Taurus. It looks like there's been a lot of growth and expansion in your life. There's been a lot of discipline. You felt a lot of discipline, a lot of peace, a lot of honesty. You overcame a lot of adversity, and therefore you're coming into success. You learn to stay in love. You know that there is no greater goal than love. Yeah. And that don't dang, it was right there. And that you don't care if that means you being alone, you know what I'm saying? You don't care if that means you know what I'm saying, having to step away from things, because they're no longer, they're no longer a part of your new, they're no longer part of your growth with your new consciousness and awareness, and it's just going to cause conflict, you know what I'm saying, around your growth, because you know you never stop learning, you never stop growing. And so with this growth, it's like you still want to expand your consciousness and your awareness. You have already done that, but once you've done that and you really have this growth, and then you want to continue doing that, you know there's no stopping, you keep going. There is no one level. There's many levels to it. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, and once you start, it's like you want to move, you want to keep going. It's like you are awakened, you know what I'm saying, you want to keep climbing that ladder, you know what I'm saying, of success to success. You know what I'm saying, you know that you're on that right path, you know what I'm saying, you're happy, you know what I'm saying, your passion is ignited. And again, and you know that what I was saying, because I was going through this card and putting it back in place, because some are still upside down, and some of them are sticking out as I was going through them, but oh goodness gracious, even if that means being alone, because you know that loneliness, it says, I know that I am never alone. So even if it takes you being alone, because you know really you're never truly alone, you know that your spirit, and you know what I'm saying, spirit is always there, it's always around, it always exists. Spirit, you know what I'm saying, never dies. It's so even if it takes you stepping away from situations, stepping away from You know what I'm saying? People, places, and things that no longer serve you or serve your growth or your higher consciousness. If that means you walking your own way, then walk your own way. You know what I'm saying? If you want to join me, then you are welcome to take the same path as me. We all have free will. What you gonna do? Because I'm going this way. And if you ain't going this way, then I mean, hey, I guess I'm just gonna have to walk away. Because you know where you headed. You going into the Holy Land. You ain't trying to. Okay. So, Taurus, that has been your reading. Let me get you one more card, Taurus, before. Okay. Put it back. Put it back. What advice, what other messages do we have for Taurus? Please and thank you. What other messages do we have for Taurus? Good advice, please and thank you. Okay. Dang, this one I like it want to come out. I like it don't want to come out. This was another one. Okay, it says one small crack. I'm gonna pull another one. One small crack does not mean that you are broken. It means that you were put to the test, and you didn't fall apart. So it's like although things seem to have broken you down and turned your world upside down, it's like you didn't let that. It's like you didn't fall apart. You didn't let that break you. It's like you know what I'm saying. You mended yourself. You put yourself back together. And like you passed that test, I guess. But let me get another one, because that was with another reading. Okay. It says our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall. Yeah, it's still saying the same thing. But you know that God is your salvation. You know that God is your stronghold. So you know what I'm saying, therefore whenever you needed any help, therefore whenever you know what I'm saying you had hard times, it's like you called on God, you relied on God, you went to God. You know what I'm saying, you went inside and you faced whatever you were struggling with, you know what I'm saying, so that you can connect with God, so that you can, you know what I'm saying, so that you can really hear God, and things like that. Because it says our greatest glory, yeah, because that was your greatest glory. Your whenever you're facing any struggle, your greatest glory is your greatest glory is going to be God. If you step or listen to anything outside of God, especially when you're falling, if you listen to anything outside of God, it's gonna lead you astray. It's gonna lead you down the wrong path. It's like you're gonna end up turning your world upside down if you do not listen to God, especially when you're falling and you let in outside voices. You know what I'm saying? Like not guide your path, but like whatever. Yeah, it's like your greatest glory whenever you're falling is to remain, to always follow God, just to always to remember and remain following God. And He's gonna give you glory. Because even in hard times, you still follow Him. You still, you know what I'm saying, you still listen to Him. You still follow His ways. Even when things was hard and, you know what I'm saying, you may not have wanted to, or you may not felt it was fair to, or you may not felt it was right to, or you may not felt whatever you may want to have, could have felt. That could have easily, you know what I'm saying, made you do something that was outside of God. Alright, so Taurus, that has been your reading. Taurus, as always, I want you to, let me think of my singing here. I want you to stay uplifted. I want you to be encouraged. I want you to stay in love. And as always, Taurus, peace and love, much love, and all love.